give y'all a second to jump on here. Hopefully one or two or three of you can join in on the conversation. I wanted to talk to you today and let you know that scholarships are more than just money. It's way more than just money. Money's great, right? That's what we're all here for. We all need money to survive. And we all need money to go to school. And we all want to graduate debt-free. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't be in this group, right? But it's scholarships and the opportunities that come along with scholarships are more than just money. I am actually in Washington, D.C. right now. The whole reason why I'm here is because of a scholarship award ceremony. And I decided to take an extra day since I'm here to tour around and look at different things. And, you know, I'm just blessed to be here. I really am. And I think it's really important that I emphasize to you more than once, often, all the time, that scholarships, think about it in terms of more than just the money. The money's great, but the relationships you build, the things that you do, and the people that you meet, and the connections that you form outside of just the financial aspect, that's where the value in scholarships, that's where it is. That's where it's going to be. That's the lasting impact of becoming a scholar of any sorts. So as you're writing for these awards and you're looking around for money to pay for school, I want you to keep in mind that that there's more to it than just the money.
What are you doing, Dad?
There's opportunities to travel across the United States. There's opportunities to see places you've never seen before. You will have access to CEOs of companies. You will have access to Congress. You will have access to all these different things that normally without the scholarship opportunities you may or may not be able to achieve. And I can tell you that that money is great, but the relationships, the opportunities, the traveling, and the getting access to places and things that you would have never been able to access before, that's where the value is. It's absolutely amazing. And yesterday I actually had a nice long conversation with the CEO of Scholarship America, and we're talking about joining efforts and sharing our mission, our values, and our vision for students, seeing what we can do together to make not just education more affordable, but also make the financial aspect easier for all students, not just a select category. You know, because I was talking to him and I said, it's really a lot easier for women, minorities, people from different countries, first generation college students, all these different labels. It's really easy for them to get access to the funding, but sometimes the average person that doesn't, they're not an academic genius, or they don't have a whole lot going for them in the athletic realm. I gotta show you this. This is so pretty. They are sometimes overlooked. And I use the example of the average white guy. So what's that mean? What's the average white guy? Well, the average white guy doesn't have a whole lot going for him, right? And on a piece of paper, when he's up against 2, 3, 4, 5 different people, and this one's a minority, and this one's gay, and this one's this, and this one's that, and whatever, he's like usually the bottom of the totem pole, even if he has the highest potential to succeed. And I think that is something that needs to change. We don't need to forget that just because someone is normal, they're any less valuable than the what I'm going to call vulnerable populations. So anyway, I got to meet with Congressman Ratcliffe and talk to him about what's going on in Texarkana, and talk to him about the need in Texarkana for education, so we can get better jobs, so we can actually keep qualified applicants in Texarkana. And that was an outstanding conversation. I also met a man last night. He's a president of a company out in California. He has a scholarship, and I plan on posting that, so look forward to that. And I was telling him how building the relationship with the scholarship applicants, where the value is in that, and I'm supposed to follow up with him and actually get with his public relations team and help them to strengthen their bonds with their prior applicants. or award recipients and their future award recipients. I said, have you ever thought that maybe you should follow up with that student? Have you ever thought that maybe you might want to know what's going on in their life? You know, what did they go on to do? For you, you just gave them $1,500 and that was it. But following up and building that bridge and keeping up with that student, that is the beauty and the value of a scholarship. So yeah, Washington, D.C. is amazing. I have been all across the United States now because of scholarships. And I'm not bragging. I'm telling you that this can be your reality. This can be you. Starting today, starting right this second, starting right now. You have the opportunity to travel, you have the opportunity to build relationships, you have the opportunity to make more money than you ever made working 40 hours a week, going back to college, going for something you are actually interested in, and next thing you know, you're graduating, you're walking across the stage, and you're not bound to any chains. That is a good feeling. That is an amazing feeling. Scholarship America, they have a Dream Award, and I'll talk about that when it starts being posted in the fall, because that's when the application opened. They just announced the 2017 scholarship winners. But of course, that's an annual scholarship. That's one that virtually a lot of you can obtain and reach. The the Dream Award is for students who have at least completed one semester of college, and you have to have overcome some kind of trial or tribulation or whatever that prevented you from completing your degree. Well, let me ask you this. How many of you have overcome anything, something, anything, even minor, even if it's small to you? If you can articulate your story, your experience the right way on paper, you can be a Dream Award scholar and be right here in Washington, D.C. next year or the following year. That degree or that award is $5,000 to $15,000 per year. It increases by $1,000 every year. What makes this award so spectacular is they could give a rat's rear end about you enrolling in college. They want to see you through until completion of your degree. So that means if you get in there, and like me, I'm thinking about changing degrees right in the middle of my degree. So if I do decide to do that, guess what? Even if it takes me an extra semester or 2 or 3 to complete my degree, it is until completion of your bachelor's degree. So they're not going to leave me out in the dust. They're going to actually send that money every year until I am done with that bachelor's degree. Scholarship America has a ton of scholarships. That's something that I highly advise you to check out. I highly advise you to do your research. Scholarship America has offices all over the place and a ton of scholarships. Oh my goodness. But now that I've met the staff and I've met the president and CEO of the company, I've met the director of marketing, I met a whole bunch of administrative people yesterday, and then sat down and just talked to them like they're normal people like you and me, you know? And what I found out was they absolutely love their jobs. They love making education affordable. They love being that support unit for students. But a lot of times, students aren't reaching out to them. They're not following up with them. They're not engaging in conversations with them or letting them know how they're doing. Guess what? They can help you. Even after you win that scholarship, they're there to help you until completion of your degree. And then I guarantee you, if you build that relationship with them and they get to know you, you get to know them, that relationship is going to last so far past your degrees and your college academic career. You never know. I mean, honestly, for a second there, I was like, I could probably just go to work for Scholarship America. I mean, I love what they do. I love what they stand for. And I've actually networked with so many people since I've been here in DC. It's so exciting. People are finding me on LinkedIn. People are finding me on Facebook. People are finding me through Twitter, which I rarely even do the tweets. And they're saying, hey, we've heard about this, this movement that you're inspiring, and we want to be part of it. Or I have a child and they need help, or I want to go back to school and I've been dreaming about it, thinking about it, or whatever. And I am so excited to see this come together. This is something I've been working on really hard for 3 years. Do I go to Scholarship America to get more info? Yes, and you will have to check the eligibility, but yes, you should be able to qualify. It's not state specific, so it's a national scholarship, meaning that you should be able to qualify. And I don't think, I could be wrong, but I believe there were some scholarships for STEM, and there were some scholarships in another category, I think like an other category. You'll have to look at the website and go through the application and actually figure out what the eligibility requirements are. But basically, it's a national one. It's not state specific, so I assume you should qualify. And most of the people in scholarship, I almost said guys and girls, most of the people in Scholarship Hotspot should qualify to apply for that award. That doesn't mean everybody's going to get it. There were only 8 students that won in 2016 when that was the class that I won. There were 10 this year for 2017. And remember, the financial aspect, this is a residual income. I talk about this when I train students. You want to lock in on that residual income, because as you lock in that residual income, if you stack, say, Scholarship America, and you get, I don't know, $5,000 a semester, and then you have a transfer scholarship that follows you until completion of your degree, and that's another $1,500, and then you have a $300 one that you reapply for every single time, and then you have a $2,000 one. You see all these residuals? You got to see how this adds up. So then if your finances, if the money you have to bring in is only, I don't know, say $6,000, it's pretty simple to do that math right there, and you already have taken in or received more income than what you needed to pay for college. So that additional income is what you use to help you live off on. It's really simple. So yeah, it's pretty awesome out here. But I just wanted to tell you, it's not all about the money. The money's great. Relationships last longer than money. The relationships that you make with the scholarship organizations are vital, and they see you through even after you complete your degree and you no longer need scholarships. So make sure that you're sharing everything to your networks, like share Scholarship Hotspot, tell your college about me, tell your college about Scholarship Hotspot, tell your friends. Let them know, hey, there's this movement. Like, there's this weird girl in Texas that decided she wants to see students united and helping each other and sharing expertise so we can all graduate debt-free. I don't believe in absolutely debt-free college. I don't. Somebody's going to have to pay for it. You and me and our taxes, or somewhere down the line, somebody's going to have to pay for it. But through utilizing scholarships and grants, there's your debt-free education. You put the work in, you receive the awards. You do what you need to do in school, keep your grades up, get completed, move on to the career field in the workforce, and everybody wins. If everybody sits in the wagon and nobody's pulling the wagon's not going to go, right? So make sure that you keep in mind as you're writing for these awards that you are not only asking them for money, you're asking them for a two-way relationship. You want to build a two-way relationship. Those opportunities are vital, especially when you get in a bind, or not even when there's a problem. Like, for example, I was meeting with the congressman here in D.C., so I decided to contact my scholarship organization and say, hey, would you like to become a part of this? If there's somebody in the area, feel free to join in. It's good for me. It's good for them. It's absolutely a win-win for everyone. But would I have been able to do that? Would they have been able to share that moment with me had I not built the relationship? No, I wouldn't have. But I had a lovely day. I had an absolute great time, and I got to share that with some of the main supporters that have supported me in my education. So as I'm teaching you, as I'm supporting you, as your community, this sense of community, that's why I went ahead and added that to Scholarship Hotspot. We are here to help each other. We are each other's backup. We are each other's hands. So let's reach our destinations together. Have a great day, y'all. I'll see you when I get back. I'll post some more scholarships as soon as I get back.